Hey everybody, how's it going? What I want to do is take you through the new version that I've made of the customer events Shopify Pixel. This is version 3.2, and the idea here is the output to the console is better. It's more visually appealing. It gives you more data, and I've also added dynamic remarketing functionality to the output such that the ID is formatted properly to match your Merchant Center products when you integrate the Google and YouTube app in Shopify. And I've also adjusted the Google Tag Manager container as well in this new version of, of my code. So let's start in Shopify. And what I want to do is take you guys through the prerequisites. Before you install the version that I have of the customer events pixel, I want you to make sure of three things. The first thing is if you have the Google and YouTube app installed, make sure that it's not connected to GA4, right? In this case, I'm not connected to GA4. Also make sure that it's not connected or you don't have conversion tracking turned on. It's not turned on for me, right? It would say turn off if it was. So the second thing to keep in mind before you install this is if you go over here to edit code, make sure you don't have GTM or the data layer installed in your theme.liquid file or anywhere else in your theme. If you do, it might double count or you might fire GTM more than once. And the whole idea with customer events pixels is you're implementing it so that you don't really have to interact with your theme at all. So you're also sort of upgrading what Shopify is deprecating. So Shopify is deprecating this order status page additional scripts section. You can see on mine it's deprecated because this is a new store. And on yours, you might have a text box. And if you have tags loading in that text box, before you implement my customer events code, I need you to remove all of that code, right? Think about how you can migrate that to Google Tag Manager, but you shouldn't have anything in that area, in the order status, I can't say it, really tough. The order status additional scripts text box. Don't have anything in there. Migrate it all to GTM. Again, this is all a potential risk of double counting or multiple fires. To avoid data inaccuracy, just start fresh. Okay, with all that in mind, let's go over to settings. And to install this customer events pixel, go over to customer events. Click on add a custom pixel. Call it something. You can call it whatever you like, GTM and data layer. Add pixel. Remove all this stuff. Now, when you go to my link and you download the folder, it'll have a GTM container as a folder and also this JavaScript here. So version 3.2, open this JavaScript up in Notepad, copy it, Control-C, right? Control-A to highlight all, Control-C to copy, paste it in here. Right, so this is your placeholder for your GTM container ID, GTM dash a bunch of X's. Look for that. So that's one of the other changes I made to this code. I put this all the way at the top so that you can't miss it. It's important that you change this and hook it up to your container ID. I also kind of reiterated all of those prerequisites where you're disconnecting GTM, conversion tracking, and GA4 and whatnot from your current Shopify site. So I kind of made note of it here. So let's grab our GTM ID. So I'm going to go to my GTM. Here it is. Here's the main workspace. I'm going to just grab this part. Everything after the dash. Copy. Back to Shopify. I'm going to paste it here. Okay. And then I'm going to save. Make sure you hit this connect button after you save. There, and that's done. Okay, now I'll go over to GTM. and head over to admin. You need to upload your new container. So this is the container that I've built for you that interacts perfectly with the code that you just installed. So go over to import container, click on, right? So I went to admin, import container, choose container file, and then you're going to navigate to that folder that I prepared for you. You downloaded it, go to the GTM container folder, and then click on GTM container import this.json. Click that, right? There it is there. Choose workspace existing, and then click on overwrite or merge, whatever is appropriate in your case. I'm going to click existing, default workspace, 13 tags, 12 triggers, 7 variables. You see what it's done here? So you're going to click on confirm. See under tags, it's loaded all of these tags. New triggers as well, new variables as well. Now under variables, I need you to update the measurement ID with your measurement ID for GA4. So G-replace, of course, won't work. So in GA4, go over to admin at the bottom left, click on data streams in the admin section, click on this, your data stream, and then click on measurement ID. So you're going to click on this copy button. Now that it's copied, paste it over here, and then save. Okay, go over to tags and do the same with your conversion tracking tag. Grab the ID and just replace the label as well. So you just need to replace the conversion ID and the label. So you know how to find that, right? So under goals, if you already have one, then just copy and paste it from your existing tag. Or if you need to get it from Google Ads, go to goals, click the conversion action, click on tag setup, click on use Google Tag Manager, grab the ID, grab the label, and then put it into GTM right here, right there, paste it here, and paste the label here as well. And if you need to create a new one, then go ahead and do that in Google Ads and copy the ID and copy the label and then save it. Okay, once you do that, that's all finished. So click on submit, click on publish. And now let's see what this looks like. If we go to Shopify again and then go to online store and then click on view your online store, right? You can also use the deprecated version of the Tag Assistant Chrome extension. I like to keep this enabled so I can check a couple other things as well. So grab that from the store, from the Chrome extension store. But I want to show you what I've made here. So if you click on white space on your website, right click it, go to inspect, go to the console, and this is the triangle Shopify customer events debugger. This is what I've built. Okay. So it says here GTM is initialized and the data layer has been loaded. It's actually checking that. So it says ready to rock, yes. If it hasn't, if these things weren't loaded, it would say no, and then nothing else would load. Okay, you're a page view fired, and then object data has fired. If we look at the catalog page, we can see here that the page view has fired. Did it fire multiple times? No. How long did it take to fire? So this load time is unique to my debugger. The other ones out there, they don't have this feature. So this is useful if things take too long, if you're worried about page speed, which you should be. So this is very important to take note of. View item list. So this is our catalog page, and we're firing view item list as an enhanced e-commerce event. And under e-commerce, you see it's formatted properly, right? And if you look here, I'm using this format. So you've got an items array, and then outside of the items array, you've got total value and currency inside the e-commerce object, and you've got the event. So I'm building this exactly. Okay, so let's have a look. Oops, sorry. Here we go. There it is, right? So it's the exact format. currency, value, and then the items array. And you can see the ID is formatted kind of uniquely. It's not kind of just the ID or the variant ID. It's Shopify underscore the country code, and this will be different for everybody, underscore the item ID underscore the variant ID. And this is for dynamic remarketing purposes because this ID matches exactly the ID in the merchant center. So we need that to be a one-to-one match in order for dynamic remarketing to work. Now, I had to do some tweaking to get that to work. Natively, that's not the case. You kind of have to do ID building almost, but you don't have to worry about anything. I've taken care of that for you. Okay, let's explore more. So let's add stuff to cart. So you'll see the view item fired. Same things also fire. Add to cart. Let's add the expensive one to cart too. Add to cart. You can see everything fires as it should. View cart. View cart also fires. Checkout. Okay, checkout is guessed. Perfect. I'm just going to populate this. You can see add shipping info fired. If this fires multiple times, it doesn't matter. This is just sort of outputting as the screen outputs. It's saying fire multiple times, no, because it's set to only count one event at a time. Even in GTM, the tag is set to only count one event. Okay, cash on delivery. I just want to show you the purchase event. Perfect. There's the purchase event. Awesome. This is really key. So if we look at Tag Assistant, I can show you what's going on. Google Ads conversion tracking. You've got the ID, the label. Remember, replace those with your actual ones. The full value, the proper currency. And then if you go to URLs over here, you can see what's happening. Type is purchase. Okay, order ID, perfect. Value, country code. EM, this represents a properly implemented enhanced conversion setup. So there you go. Here's remarketing. This is really cool. Get your proper conversion ID in there, the one associated with your remarketing tag, or you could use the conversion ID that you used in your conversion tracking tag. So also update this in GTM as well. But here's all of your dynamic remarketing data. Right? Here are the IDs that are being passed, and these are all the events that it's sending IDs to. So that's working just fine. And then for GA4, go over to Network and filter the Network tab for Collect. And you can see here everything fires just fine. Add payment info, purchase. Okay, what's this one? Checkout. All of these are firing fine. Okay, any questions, let me know. But there you go. There is version 3.2 equipped with a better debugger, properly formatted code, and fully set up for dynamic remarketing. Okay, have a good one. Hopefully that helps you. Bye-bye.